Welcome to this video, which is going to introduce you to a new learning tool called REFLECTICO. So first of all, I'll show you how to get hold of it. If you go to the website Can You Compute, and across the top look for REFLECTICO. Click on this and it will load. Now this is still in a trial phase, but I wanted to create a reflective prompt for learners in lessons. And what I mean by that is, often in teaching and learning we want the student to think about what they've learnt, and we want to get them to reflect on their learning within the lesson or at different stages in the lesson. And often this can be quite difficult if you just say in a generic way, okay, what have you learnt today? Or have you learnt something? And all the students put their hand up, or none of the students put their hand up, and you have no idea of what they've learnt. There are other apps and software solutions available, but one of the most powerful ways to ascertain if a student has learnt something or what they know is to listen to discussions. So the idea is that students would be in groups. It does work on their own, but of course if they're on their own you wouldn't get the response. You would need to ensure that the students wrote down what they were thinking. So what we want to do is get students in pairs or in groups of 3 or 4, and then at the end of the lesson or during a point where you want them to reflect on their learning, go to this page, click on the REFLECTICO page, and then click next question, and it will give them a random reflective question for their learning. So you can see here it says, how can you improve your study habits? If they click again, what resources can you use to learn more? What do you want to learn now? So the idea is that a number of ways you can do this. Either each student can click a question and then answer it, or one student can click a question and then all 3 or 2 people in the group respond. So what are your weaknesses in this subject? What did you learn this lesson? And the idea is it then sparks a conversation between the learners, and as a teacher you can tune in, listen in to what progress has been made, what areas they found difficult, and so on. There are a random selection of questions, so if the students get bored or don't particularly like the question, they can click through. What are your long-term goals in this subject? So we're getting them to think about the future, getting to think about the current situation, but they can click through these questions and it keeps them stimulated. So yeah, let me know what you think. Put your comments in the chat. What else do you want to see added to it? Does it need some instructions? What other features would improve it? Let me know how you get on in the classroom, and as I said, please leave your feedback in the comments below. Thanks for watching.